Hi folks, hope you're doing well. Blake here, and I'm back with another video of weekly music related content for YouTube. And in this one I'm back with another monthly guide. So for those that don't know, every month I promote local and independent musicians. I pick 5 musicians or bands out and I show you kind of the recent releases they've put out there that you might not have heard of and they've just put out on streaming platforms. As always, all the links you need to everyone that I'll mention is in the description below, so if you want to add some new music to your playlist, go and click on those links and follow those artists. And I've also put a link in to a Spotify playlist I've made which features everyone who's ever been involved in this series and all their releases, and that's now 120 people, so amazing amount of artists, some fantastic music, and today is no different. Please do check out the link and go and listen to these local and independent musicians for yourself. On top of that, if you like music content in general, I do lots of stuff every week, so please consider liking the video and letting me know by commenting and clicking the subscribe and notification bell buttons. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so first up this month we've got Habilis, and you can get them at Habilis Music on all their social sites. So Habilis are a music collective group and they come out of Bedfordshire in the UK. They're recording their music in a kind of self-made studio that they've made from recycled materials, which is very cool, and it's called Sloth Collective Studios. They've got a few songs already out on streaming platforms and they've just released a song called Algorithms. So Algorithms is about our smartphones, our tablets, all that sort of stuff. The apps, the social media apps, everything that keeps us engaged and keeps us coming back for kind of little dopamine hits and leaves us with short attention spans and struggling to kind of see things in the real world because we're so obsessed and intent on kind of scrolling and refreshing, looking at our apps in the digital world. It's a really clever song, and they've just released a live kind of music video for it as well, which is a combination of the kind of musicians playing but also a kind of sort of glitch going on at the same time, and you can see this kind of overbearing presence of kind of social media and these algorithms that are coming in. It's a really good representation of what the song is about, and as I say, it touches on a really important 21st century issue. So it's a really great song. There's some kind of driving guitar riffs, there's some great vocals in there as well, and it's a very dystopian take on this current issue. And on top of that, there's some really cool bits of little narrative voices that are saying things like please subscribe, refresh, that sort of thing. Things that we're very used to seeing in the kind of digital world. So here is a little bit of Algorithms, the new song by Habilis.
There's a code telling me how to vote, but don't blame me, it ain't my fault. I just sit back and let it autoplay. Fresh clickbait every single day. They're in our head again. They analyze all we know, but we don't belong to them. Cookies on the menu enable all. They come creeping in like a hole in the wall. Maggots in my memory boring through my skull. They want me void, they want me null. I'm in control, I have no doubt. But what are all these ads about? They know what's wrong, they know how to fix me. Sing along, hook me up to the drip feed. They're in our head again. They analyze all we know, but we don't belong to them.
If you enjoyed that, then they've got a new song coming. It's called Rise or Fall, and there's going to be a great music video with it as well. It's about rising up to big challenges and trying to overcome them, and they've got a great kind of action film style montage sort of planned for the music video, which is going to involve firefighters and them taking on a massive challenge. So definitely worth following Habilis Music to stay in touch and keep up to date with their new releases. Okay, next up we've got Mae Walker. She's based in Worcestershire and she's played all over the UK. She's a singer-songwriter, she's very talented. She's supported Texas and Tony Hadley as well recently, so she's really making a name for herself. And she's got a new single out and it's called The Hardest Goodbye, and her new single is both very beautiful and very sad and poignant. So it's called The Hardest Goodbye, and it's about when parents can suffer what is an awful and kind of unimaginable tragedy when they lose a child during kind of pregnancy or childbirth, and It's a really beautiful song. Lucy's soft vocals go so well over it, and it's very kind of minimal acoustic backing, but beautiful for the song because it's such a strong narrative. It's obviously such a hard thing to deal with, such a hard thing to kind of even imagine. If you've never been there, I can't imagine what it's like to deal with that. And one of the main amazing things of the song really is the music video, which I'll show you a bit of in a minute from YouTube. And in this music video, Lucy has asked a lot of different people to appear in it and kind of share their own stories of child loss. It's obviously really sad, but it's very beautiful, and they are kind of writing down their own stories and what they've remembered of those experiences. Definitely worth watching. It's a very moving and a very beautiful piece of music and music video as well. So because it's such a big issue and different people have obviously kind of gone through this, it's really touched a lot of people. Lucy's actually just been on BBC Introducing in the Midlands to talk about it. It's having a fantastic reception, as you'd imagine, and it's a brilliant song on a really difficult topic. So here is a little bit of the music video for The Hardest Goodbye by Lucy Mae Walker.
Two hearts beating together, two hearts made you together in one. Half you stole from your mother, one from the man of our dreams. Our hearts once were aligned, but then soon they fell out of time. And I would have given you mine if I could. I'd do anything. I held you every second of your life, and I love you for every moment of mine. If there's ever a rainbow, I know it's you in the sky. And we miss you every day that you're gone, when we thought we couldn't go on, only here just for a moment.
Okay, so next up we've got Terex. Now Terex actually reached out to me on Reddit after I promoted a previous version of this series. So Terex is a Romanian sort of electronic music producer and makes a lot of different kind of styles of music. So although there's a lot of electronic elements in there, there's also a bit of rap, kind of trap beats as well. Very cool, very experimental, and it's all about the interpretation of kind of the outside world around us. So Terex's new song is called Blue Eye, and it's actually from an upcoming EP. So it's a little bit of an excerpt for what's to come. So be sure to follow Terex. So if you're into the song, then Terex can be found on YouTube. It's T-E-R-R-E-X. And you can also find Terex on Instagram. It's Terex Music. So this song is called Blue Eye. I really like it. It's a very kind of ambient piece of electronic music. It's got a sort of trap beat behind, and elements of the song really dynamically rise and fall. It's got a very cool feel to it, and yeah, I really just enjoyed listening to it. So here is a little bit of Blue Eye by Terex. So next up we've got Geroge Powell. So George is a Hertfordshire-based singer-songwriter, and he's just released his second single, and it's called Through the Fire. It follows up from his previous single, which was called Don't Fight the Fear, and you can get him everywhere at Geroge Powell Music or on his official website georgepowellmusic.com. So this track Through the Fire is great. It shows off George's really powerful and kind of raspy voice as well, and it has a lot of kind of rock elements to it. He brings in some different distortion effects that kind of fade in and out of the song and keep it moving, give it lots and lots of energy. Really great, and a great follow-up, and George is doing lots of local kind of music events, so be sure to follow him at Geroge Powell Music on all different kind of social media platforms. So here is a little bit of George's new single. It's called Through the Fire.
Got lost in the moment. Time stands still and we're frozen. We'll take on the other side, where we could be, somewhere where we had the right to be, and see, as free as the ocean.
Okay, so finally this month we've got Flow, that's F-L-O on streaming sites, or Flow Curtain on Instagram. So Flow is a really talented artist that I know. She's a great singer and makes some really fantastic music, and she's just released a new 5-track EP and it's called Pushing Our Luck. So Flo has got a very cool voice and kind of sings alongside a lot of interesting percussive fills and a lot of really soulful instrumental parts as well. And as a result of that, it seems like people are really enjoying the music, and Flo is building up a bit of a presence on streaming sites. So if you like the music, be sure to follow her on there. So it's a very varied EP and I strongly recommend you check out the whole thing. I'm going to go through one of the singles from the EP. It's called I Got You, and I've added that to the Spotify playlist that I mentioned earlier, but be sure to go and check out the rest as well. It is very varied, but there's a lot of very cool things that come in and out of all the songs, so some really interesting kind of percussive elements that come in and out. There's some soulful instrumental backing, and Flo's very cool and relaxed kind of singing. She conveys some great emotion and great different kind of feelings throughout the different songs, but they all have a very easy listening tone to them, and yeah, really nice vibe, really nice to listen to. So this one's called I Got You. So here is a little bit of I Got You. It's a single from Flo's most recent 5-track EP called Pushing Our Luck. Okay, thank you very much. That was the latest edition of my monthly music guide, where I promote local and independent musicians and some fantastic music they've released. I'm sure you'll agree that all the 5 artists I've featured here, I've put out some fantastic music. Please be sure to go and follow them on their social media platforms, stream their music and help them out. And if you want to help me out as well, go and follow that playlist I've put down below, and consider liking the video and commenting and let me know what you enjoyed about it. If you're into music stuff in general, as I've mentioned, I do music videos as close as I can to every single week on YouTube. I not only make videos like this where I promote local musicians, I do my own stuff, my own original music, including music videos. I do covers, I do guitar lessons, I do vlogs where I talk about things I've experienced and things that might help you out as a music listener or someone who's involved in music. I do lots and lots of stuff, and I'm trying to do it every single week and put stuff out there I really enjoy, and hopefully you do too. So if you did enjoy it, please let me know by clicking that subscribe and notification bell button, and you'll be notified whenever I release a new video. Thanks very much, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.
We got all we need. da-da-dum.